Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking along with El Jefe and the Walker. Welcome to episode 279 of Max Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and Andre Corbeil's Wrestling with Wrestling, along with MP3 platforms. It is July 16th, and we have 2 nights of pay-per-views to predict, one of which being the first Impact pay-per-view that we've properly predicted on this show in years. I think we did Slammiversary last year, but because none of us were, well, Mike was, but because we weren't actually following Impact at the time, we just made up completely our own card. Like people that weren't even in Impact. It was like, yep, they can go in the main event.
Fantasy booking, I love it.
Yeah, and I think we booked a better show. But Impact has grown. Impact has grown over the past year. I'm really looking forward to this Saturday to see what they pull out the bag. No idea what an old school rules match is. I'm guessing it's just unsanctioned, apparently. We'll see. But before we get into that, congratulations to the one true heel, Ted P. De Niro. He advances to the semi-finals and will face Cypher in 2 weeks. But this week, it's opposite ends of the scale. It's a veteran and a former knowledge and predictions champion, El Jefe himself, taking on a debutante in Ronald Hill. What's it like preparing for somebody who's never cut a promo on the show before?
Geez. Well, the first time I did it, I was just like, I prepared none at all. I just threw my camera on and was talking a bunch of shit. And that didn't get me very far. So this one, I don't want to say it took a lot of preparation or it was mainly, I wanted to tell a story and then I wanted to get a point across. I knew that right off the bat. Like the second I knew I was going against a new guy all over again, I was like, nope, we need to correct last time and then say, hey, new guy, this is where you stand. But try not to be a dick about it.
Yeah. Well, let's see what's in store. It's time for week 3 of King of the Mic 2020.
Mr. Moses Marquez, a man of many monikers. Honestly, I wasn't quite sure what to call you for this battle. Do I call you the Mayan? Do I call you El Jefe? Sorry, confusion, stuck in the Adam's apple. But we're just going to call you runner-up, because that's what you're going to be. See, no one knows who I am, and I actually like it that way. There's no tape on me. There's tape on everyone else. And I will admit, your promos are the shit. Creative. I like that. See, I was going to do something super creative. I was going to play 3 characters. I was going to pull out all the stops. I was going to pull out the lights. I was going to pull out the fancy camera. But then I thought to myself, why? For what? First round. You don't pull out your best dunk in the first round of the dunk contest. Now I know what you're probably saying, well, man, you don't pull out the stops. You don't got to worry about making this second round, but I'm not worried about you, sir. You're running up. You're second place. You always come so close. Always come so close to getting a gold medal. Being the one standing on the podium, hand over your heart, singing national anthem. But you just don't finish it. You don't finish. At the goal line, fumble, drop. It got so bad to the point that people had to go and get other people. Last promo league was over. People hit me up. Well, one person hit me up. Either way, that's not the point. The point is, Mr. Marquez, Mr. Jefe, Mr. Mayan, you're done, dude. You're tired. You're old. Your mustache, uncombed. Hair, unkept. Hoodie, unwashed. It's terrible. But let's not talk about that. See, everyone in this contest, all the promos I've seen so far, everyone's saying the same thing. I'm going to be the promo league champ. I'm going to be king of the mic. I'm going to be trivia takedown champagne. You know, everyone's saying that. Everyone wants to be the king of the mic. Everyone's already looking too far ahead. You look too far ahead, you won't miss what's behind you. See, there's a famous quote by Sir Winston Churchill that simply says, "It is a mistake to lick. Wrong video. It's a mistake to look too far ahead. Because, see, the chain of destiny can only be grasped one leg at a time. Why is everyone looking so far ahead? Everyone's already talking about the finals. How you know you're going to be in the finals? Looking too far ahead. You looking past opponents. That's what people are doing to me. That's what you, sir, are doing to me. Now, honestly, I'm offended. I'm hurt, crushed, wounded even. But, Mr. Marquez, I won't take up too much of your time because, you know, you got sleep to get. Don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of sleep because you won't have to worry about being in the next round. You know? It's cool, though. It's cool. This is no gimmick. This is not me being a character. This is simply me. This is who I am. I don't need to make supercuts. I don't need to play characters. I can if I want, but I won't. You wanna know why? Because you're not worth it. You're not worth putting out all the stops for. All you are runner-up, a second place. You are a placeholder for everyone else. You get there, people see what you did and go, oh, well, if he can get there, I can get there. Honestly, his stuff isn't that good. It's dry, brittle, cornflakes. But, sir, once again, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to go. I got noodles cooking. So this promo is over.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. What's happening, baby? Ronald, bro. First off, welcome to King of the Mic. Second off, welcome to the promo order. Third off, bro, do you not understand what happened? Do you not understand the severity of the situation that you've put yourself in? You see, you're coming at the man that runs and owns Smart Mark Radio, okay, Retro Rewind and all that fun jazz, all right? You're talking about one of the many captains for Max Wrestling. You're talking about the former Knowledge Champion, baby. And you coming in here with you making your videos and your oodles and noodles, and you think you have a shot, but you don't. But
Now there, Moses. Remember last time you were here?
what the hell are you saying, crazy voice in my head?
What I'm saying is, last time you were against that new guy, you were all cocky. You've done this before.
Oh, fuck, he's right. I have done this before. I've got a new plan.
I know just who to call.
Yes, may I speak to El Jefe, please? Thank you.
Bueno.
Hola, El Jefe. What's going on, buddy?
Ándale, pinche gringo. ¿Qué quieres?
Hey, so, I know it's been a while since we've talked, the whole demoness thing. I won't get into that. Look, I'm calling because it's King of the Mic. And there's this guy, right? And his name is Ronald. And I was wondering maybe you'd cut a promo on him.
¿Cómo se dice? No, en inglés. Ah, sí. No.
Well, fuck, that was abrupt. Ándale, puta madre. ¿Seas loco? So El Jefe was a no. We got one more person I might try to call. Yeah, hi, can I speak to the head trainer, please? Thank you. Hello, Sal Bandini, head trainer. Who the fuck is Sal Bandini? I am, assbag. Well, what the hell do you want? I thought the Crippler ran the club. No, he asked me to take over after he lost. He said he needed a rough and tough trainer. Well, that's who I'm looking for. I'm trying to talk to the Crippler. Well, that's not too easy at the moment, pal. He's kind of grappling at the moment. What do you mean he's busy? Look, tell him his brain is calling and I need him to answer me. Look, dude, I don't know who the hell you think you are. Holy crap, I think he just broke his leg. Dude, bye. What? Dude, what is it with people hanging up on me? I'm doing this on my own.
Ronald. Seriously, in all seriousness, welcome to the promo order. You know, we got a lot of different promo competitors here. They come in all different shapes and sizes. You could be tall, you could be small, you could be wide, you could be skinny. I think, no, I'm going to get yelled at for that. But the point is we all come in different shapes and sizes, you know. We all have different reasons for being here. We have different personalities, you know. Maybe you're somebody who refuses to give just one nibble of their food off to someone else off of their plate. You know, maybe you're an OG. Maybe you've been doing this promo thing a lot longer than anybody knows. We don't know. You know. I do know one thing that you're not. Well, two things. One, I know you're not a demoness, which is going to probably play in my favor. And two, you're not the next King of the Mic. Now, I appreciate you coming out. Really, I do. I hope you come out for another one. I appreciate you coming out here and you giving your all. But I'm not trying to be cocky on this one. I'm telling you to be confident. My experience from my start to now, I've grown tenfold, if you will. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let the new kid on the block walk up, take my spot. It may have happened once, but it's not going to happen again. Because I'm coming for that food on that plate. I'm willing to go past that OG. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to redeem myself. Become the king of the mic. And then the promo champion. And then in due time, Phoenix, I will get my baby back.
And the winner will be announced on Monday, so if you don't want to wait till next week's episode to find out, make sure you join the Max Wrestling Facebook group. And next week we will have another debutante. I love that word. Debutante in Crooked Smile as he goes one-on-one with the Phoenix, who's only had 3 promo bouts, but he is also a Max OG. So, in other news, congratulations to our current reigning promo champion, the Demoness, who reached 100 days yesterday. She will become the 3rd longest reigning champion at Promo Slam in 5 weeks. Good times.
Boo. Boo.
No, be sour.
I would say joint 3rd reign, but we don't talk about the other one, so moving on. The current predictions champions are Mike Larkin and Alexander Rowan. That could change twice this weekend. Twice, as we predict Slammiversary and The Horrible Show at Extreme Rules. So let's flip it around this week, because Impact comes first. Slammiversary comes first on Saturday. So we will delve into Impact's pay-per-view first. Exciting stuff. First Impact pay-per-view properly in years. Kick it off with, I think, the gauntlet for the gold to determine the number 1 contender for the Impact Knockouts Championship. We saw a 10 Knockouts tag match this past Tuesday on Impact. It has Alicia Edwards, Havoc, Kiera Hogan, Kimberly, Kylie Ray, Nevaeh, Madison Rayne making a return to the ring, Rosemary, Susie, Tasha Steelz, and Taya Valkyrie. A lot of girls to choose from.
Oh, it's a hard one. I don't even know where to fucking begin. I've been racking my brain around it all fucking week, and I have no damn clue.
I will say immediately, I think Madison returning is just like a novelty thing. I don't expect Madison to win. She's probably going to be staying on commentary for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, see,
Sounds like Taya. Sounds like Taya Valkyrie is just going to walk on in and right on to the championship.
That's not a
yeah,
bad
that's
shout.
what I figured. Yeah, that's a pretty decent choice. But at the same time, like, I've listened to a couple other different podcasts this week where they were predicting the show, trying to pick the brains of other people for what they thought would happen with this match. And it's so, like, I'm pretty sure everyone picked a different person.
Yeah.
And like even Michael Larkin picked 2 different people for this match.
On 2 different shows.
Yeah. I mean, you got Sue Young, Susie,
Yeah.
where they're kind of like teasing Sue Young coming back, you know. You got Havoc in there, freaking Kiera Hogan. Like, everybody in this match has been telling a story. They have a feud against somebody, and just about everyone's getting spotlight. So it just makes it even more harder to choose.
Yeah, I mean, Susie got the win in the tag match on Tuesday, which normally would throw me off, but not everybody works the same way as WWE. So I think I'm going to go with Susie, actually.
Ugh. See, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to kind of side with Mr. Impact, Andre Corbill, and go Rosemary.
All right, there we go. 3 different picks. Susie. Yeah, well, we'll get to do a Knockouts title match in a little bit, but I think if Deonna wins the title, it'll be an interesting feud between her and Susie. But we'll see. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go to X Division Championship. Willie Mack defending against Chris Bay with Johnny Swinger in his corner.
No, he's not allowed in his corner, right?
Well, okay, Swinger side.
This is another hard one. I'm gonna have to go Chris Bay.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying for months I'm very impressed by Chris Bay, but Willie Mack hasn't been champion for very long. In fact, he won the title on the first Impact that I watched.
Yeah.
on Rebellion. I can possibly see a rematch down the line, so I'm going to go with Willie Mack to retain Moses.
So here's the thing. I actually caught a highlight packet of Impact from last week, or Tuesday, I guess. And they built the crap out of Chris Bay.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to build this dude to the fucking moon. And I'm like, I only caught a highlight of it, and it's like, okay. So yeah, with just that alone, I got to go with him.
Yeah, there was a lot of video package on Tuesday. It was very much a hype show.
That's basically all it was.
I was gonna say
the thing with like Chris Bay and Johnny Swinger there, Johnny overheard Chris Bay basically saying that he's just using them, and so that could easily build a feud between the two of them for the title. So you see what I'm saying? I feel like they could pretty much do anything with Willie Mack, but at the same time, it's like since he's been champion, they really haven't done much with him.
No, I mean he's had a few matches, but
I just think that they're building more with Chris Bay and gonna build a feud between him and Johnny.
Yeah, and Willie Mack knows that Johnny Swinger is Swinger side. Okay, this one has got me a little stumped. So the North defend the tag team titles against the unlikely duo of Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan, who at Rebellion tried to did beat the crap out of each other in the main event.
I'm going north. I'm just gonna have to go with them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It kind of seems like anytime Ken has a match, he's like more or less putting over the other people. Trying. So I think they're gonna just do that again. Because I just don't see it going anywhere with him teaming with that dude. I always forget his name.
Sammy.
Yeah, that's
that one guy.
At the same time, the North have now been champions for just over a year. At the time of this recording, 375 days.
Interesting.
Which I believe is the longest reign in Impact history.
They're gonna have a little celebration, and then Rhino's gonna come in with Heath Slater.
Scrolling through, I believe the previous longest reign was Beer Money with 212 days, and that was 9 years ago.
Well, hot damn. But I like the unlikely duo of Sami Callihan and Ken Shamrock. I know, like, Ken's old. He's willing to put dudes over, but we got Tommy Dreamer in the main event.
Well, he's not main event, but,
It's the main
He's
event
main
in
event.
Moose's eyes.
Oh, well, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Saltine, I forget Impact. No, you know what I mean?
It's great. If you look on Wikipedia, and it's obviously got the list of matches for Slammiversary, it actually says old school rules match for the brackets unsanctioned TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, Mud, are you saying North as well, or are you saying Shamrock and Callihan?
No, I'm going to go Shamrock and Callihan.
Okay. So let's go to the unsanctioned TNA World Championship next. Old school rules match. Whatever the hell it means. Moose defending his prop against Tommy Dreamer. Now, when you hover over old school rules match, it just comes up with hardcore match. So I guess that's their way of saying extreme rules.
I don't know when Tommy Dreamer ever does a regular match.
Yeah. we should just rename it company-wide Dreamer Rules.
There you go.
I do remember, there used to be a time where the title match was no disqualification.
What, in ECW?
I was about to say.
No, in in TNA, I thought.
What, like all the time?
Was that a Jeff Jarrett rule?
Majority, yeah, I think.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
a,
I could
like
be
a Vince
wrong.
Russo thing.
Was that like the Asylum years or?
I don't know.
I mean, I gotta
Back
go
in
Moose to retain anyway.
2012.
2012. Yeah, Dream has been great with the promos, but I don't expect him to take Moose's prop.
This is that match where everybody thinks this is where Eric Young is going to come into play.
Because they have kind of hinted that there may be multiple former world champions returning, not just one.
Well, yeah, that video package this week making out like 3 people are coming in.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody's going to interfere in this match. And I'll get to that later. But I'm just going to say for now, Moose.
And is that a full house for Moose?
Yeah. First off, what the hell is that robe that he wears? That thing is hideous. When I saw that, I'm like, who in the fuck are you trying to be? I was like, I got like an Okada yet like Ric Flair kind of feel, and then I go in there and I see him wrestle, and I'm like, who in the fuck are you trying to wrestle as? Like his whole gimmick's changed up. He's in good shape, which is great because I remember the last time I really paid attention to Moose, he still looked like he can play O-line. But I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Like I'm gonna do the best I can to actually watch this pay-per-view.
Yeah, it must be like robes equals headline world champion.
I guess. All I know is that rope sucked.
Alright, moving on. Let's do the Knockouts Championship. Jordan Grace defending against Deonna Purrazzo. Normally you wouldn't expect a newcomer to win a title right off the bat, but I'm really pulling for Deonna Purrazzo in this one.
I mean, it would be nice, but I gotta go with Jordan Grace. I've been really enjoying her lately.
Oh, I enjoy her aplenty.
How long has she been champion?
I think
Not-
they said like
since
a while.
January.
Yeah.
So yeah, about 6-7 months.
7. Why take it off her? Look at her.
Because they've really introduced Deonna as a superstar.
That's fantastic. All I know is she's gorgeous. She can bench press me, and I love all of it.
Okay, so that's both of you for Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
I'll be sticking with my girl Deonna. Which I believe leaves us with just one match, the Fatal 4-Way for the now vacant Impact World Championship. Ace Austin versus Eddie Edwards versus Trey versus TBA. This is the thing with mystery opponent matches. You don't know who TBA is going to be, but whoever it is sounds like a better option than the other 3.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
I couldn't agree more with that, but this is that time where I'm going to say something that I haven't heard anybody else say. I think that mystery opponent is going to be Moose.
Ooh.
I love that.
I think he's going to be that mystery opponent trying to get both titles to unify it. And then that's when those, former world champions are going to come back. Some people have said Bully Ray. Some people have said EC3, Eric Young. I don't even know who else. Kurt Angle.
EC3 better not.
I know. I'm
He
really
is
it's not.
made to be MJF's partner.
Absolutely. I've been praying for that since the beginning of
It's the
AEW.
dawn of man.
but
Hell, they've even teased Sting.
yeah, Sting, Bully Ray,
down.
Kurt Angle, all of them. I don't know who it's gonna be,
Angle
but
does not need to
I
go
think
back to wrestling regularly.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Moose gonna come out during the match. That's when they're gonna come out, and then Moose is gonna get distracted with former champions, and it's basically gonna be like a triple threat.
All right.
So I think I'm going to go Ace Austin. Not because I like him,
Oh, I wouldn't expect that.
You like
but
him.
he's been in the title picture for a while. He hasn't had it yet. I think they're going to give it to him.
I'll tell you what, Trey's promos are like they're always in the red zone. That guy's intense when he's cutting promos. Moses?
See, the mystery thing is what's killing me, because if I really don't want it to be EC3, but I feel like it's probably going to be EC3.
Well, now here's the thing. Most of the people that I've been hearing talk about it, they're saying it's going to be Bully Ray.
Why?
Who's now out of contract with Ring of Honor.
Yes.
You know who I'd love for the mystery guy to be, even though he's not out of contract with Ring of Honor? Jay Lethal. I love
Technically,
him.
he's
Anyway.
a former world champion, just not Impact.
Yeah, I was about to say he was I think he was TNA, right?
He was
one
X
point?
Division, yeah.
Wait, well, that's right. Yeah, he never won that one. Anyway, point is, I like Trey McGill. I know some of his past, like PWG, all that stuff. I really like the Moose idea though, of him being the mystery dude. I think that'd be awesome. But fuck it, give it to Eddie Edwards. I'm gonna be the oddball.
I didn't have a clue up until this past week, but I think I'm going towards Ace Austin as well. Again, not because I like him, but because I can see them doing it, because he would be the youngest world champion in history in Impact.
There you go. Set a record, get a rating.
You know who
Well,
else is a former
that's
world champion that they showed on the flashback this week? Chris Sabin.
Yeah.
I just felt like I had to remind people that he was once a world champion. Because that reign was horrible. Sorry, Chris. Alright, that is Slammiversary.
All right, Sean. Good job.
Yeah, you get a load of us, Mike. We're predicting Impact.
Hey, look at me.
I called him out on his bullshit the other night. Hey, for as long as I've been listening to Max, he has always talked so much shit about Impact.
Yeah, but he's always watched it.
Yeah, not just that, but like if you listen to him on all the other shows, he's always like, singing the praises of Impact on any other show except for Max when he's talking to y'all. And I called him out on it. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You've always loved Impact. He's like, I know.
The thing is,
I love it.
we used to bash it so much on this show for about 2 years. I think he
Yeah.
just had to do it to not be the odd one out.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
But now we all like Impact again. Like we said, it was very much a hype show this week. I mean, there was a couple of matches, but it was mostly video packages and interviews. And speaking of Moose, he lost a tag match to Dreamer and Crazy Steve. I can never pronounce the guy's name. His partner was Ratchet Kazoo.
Excuse me.
I'm kidding. I can't. It's Rahit Raju.
Yeah, right.
Just don't try and pronounce that name when you're drunk.
All I saw
100.
when I was saw that highlight was all of a sudden Moose and other dude just started brawling outside, and then they had like a quick ass match. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on?
Yeah, there was a couple of brawls too. There was Rhino and Hernandez who went from arm wrestling to a cinematic parking lot brawl.
Thank you for
over
bringing
money.
that up.
That
What
was
in the
so
fuck?
weird.
Yeah, they're like arm wrestling all over the place,
And
and
then
I'm
they
like,
just split the money.
that made me even more mad.
They were damn arm wrestling over that little guard while they were trying to take a piss.
That one, I was like, are you guys even really like trying at that point?
The best.
What happened to social distancing?
Yeah.
The best part of their little brawl in the parking lot was Rhino picks up the money and starts walking away, and the next thing you know, there's just an orange flash that goes by his head, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And it was just damn Hernandez throwing a damn traffic cone.
Oh yeah, he attacks him with traffic cones by clonking them together around his head. I'm like, what in the fuck? What is this brawl? And then they like just counted each other the money. I was like, so you guys like fought like that over what, like $300?
Well, they
Are you guys
decided
that
to split
desperate
it.
for money?
They just decided to split it.
I was gonna say, is it fucking Rhino a goddamn diplomat or something? Doesn't he make like fucking like good money doing that shit?
Dazzy, can you guess what my favorite part of Impact this week was?
Would it be the various close-ups from behind of Kiara Hogan?
Absolutely.
Again, highlight package, and I saw like 3.
Oh my
I'm like,
Lord.
oh, this is why. Like, I barely saw her wrestle, but I'll tell you this much: her ass stuck out.
Just jiggling all damn day.
The main event was also a cinematic match. It was Ace Austin and Trey basically brawling backstage, and was eventually broken up when big Madman Fulton had a chair, except his wasn't wrapped in barbed wire. Barbed wire is a difference maker.
I recognize that guy.
It felt like
Shane
it was
Fulton.
pretty much just to make Trey look legit. I think he's the most underestimated one in this match. My only issue with this scrap was this was a brutal backstage fight. What was with the trippy dance music?
I have no idea.
I
don't.
It's cool. It's young. It's hip. I don't know.
What is this? A Blade movie?
Yes.
They were earlier before that. It was like, I want to say they were in a car or something. Ace and Fulton.
Yeah.
And
Took them all night to arrive.
It sounded like the music playing sounded like it came straight out of an 80s porno.
Well, I mean, they lost Joey Ryan.
I was just gonna say.
Hey,
The thing that he does so well is he puts a smile on everybody's face.
Your show. We are gonna steal the show.
I guess it's time for a new order.
Have you seen Max Wrestling?
I will show you the light. We're talking about me. We're talking about the podcast machine.
Your boy, Moses Marquez.
Same day, new era.
We are the best at this.
Max Wrestling Podcast every single Thursday. Go to maxwrestlinguk.weebly.com for more information.
Hey everybody, it's the interview queen Alicia Atute here, and you are currently listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast. It's time to take it to the max.
This is the pretty badass Kelly Klein telling you to turn it to 11 and take it to the max.
Alright, that is Slammiversary, and now we move on to the horrible show at Extreme Rules.
Is there only 6 matches for this fucking thing?
So far, you know what they're like. We'll get to like Saturday and they'll announce 2 more matches.
I fucking hate that.
Right now, there's no match on the pre-show either. Like I tweeted out, they seem to have found a way to kill this pay-per-view more and more each week. We began with the ridiculous tagline of the horror show, then it became the horror show at Extreme Rules. This week, they introduced like this really annoying, like stock footage scream for every single match graphic. Did either of you notice that?
I didn't.
Absolutely not.
Fucking
Absolutely not. I absolutely did not see it because I don't watch that bullshit no more.
When the second they started talking, the second I heard fucking Tom Phillips or Michael Cole, so at the horse, I was like, nope, get up.
Yeah, like when they run through the match card, every single time they showed the logo, there was like a 2-second clip of a woman screaming. It was horrible.
Do you got a picture or something?
Oh no, it was just a sound.
Oh,
That's what was annoying about it. It was just a sound clip for like 2 seconds of a woman screaming every time they showed the logo for the horrible show.
Piece of shit.
And then, just to top it off, the theme song is Kevin Rudolph, which is not horror-esque whatsoever.
I was gonna say, it's like, what? You couldn't have called like fucking Trips and be like, hey bro, can you hook me up one of those bands that like does shit for NXT? Or maybe the one that does your intro and have them do a fucking cover?
Yeah, what's Code Orange doing?
Seriously.
What the hell is this pay-per-view? Anyway.
They're bored? I mean, if this pay-per-view does not show you just how out of fucking tune Bruce Pritchard is with fucking just the reality, I don't even know what this, like, because the whole thing makes no sense. Like, I mean, Asuka and Sasha make sense. Bayley and Nikki, fine, whatever. I don't even know and give a fuck about the fucking Universal. Eye for an eye sounds stupid. It's just, all this is bad. It's just all bad.
All right, let's run through it. So, going with, to kick it off, the US Championship. Apollo Crews is the real champion. MVP has the new belt for some reason, just because he pinned Apollo a few weeks back and he introduced it. Apollo Crews versus MVP. I will go with Apollo to retain, just because it'd be funny to see MVP's face when he introduced this whole new belt and he doesn't get to keep it.
That would be great.
I'll go MVP.
All right.
I have to go MVP too. So I feel like Bobby Lashley's going to get involved.
Yeah. I just want to see that look on MVP's face if he loses. So.
Which makes it going to be fucking weird as shit. Big ass Bobby Lashley going to walk around without a title, but stupid ass MVP has one.
Yeah.
Whatever. Again, stupid booking.
That is so MVP's title as well. It's bling as fuck.
Oh yeah, that thing would look stupid on fucking on Lashley, but I mean it does. It is an improvement from the thing that we've seen for years.
Yeah, I like the custom design model with the champion bit on the bottom of the belt and a little bit of blue at the top. It looks like
I do like that version better.
It looks like everything's going on at the top, and then they forgot about the bottom of the belt.
Yep.
Oh, let's just stick an eagle on it.
Oh yeah, with the balls.
Okay, SmackDown Women's Championship: Bayley versus Nikki Cross. I think we're all gonna go Bayley on this one.
I'll go Nikki.
Okay, somebody had to.
I would love for her to win. I really would, but I think this Bayley Sasha thing is going to go for a little longer.
Yeah, they're riding that hype train.
Because you know them, it's like right when it's like the perfect time for them to get off said hype train and have them split up and do a match and all that shit. They like, let's just keep going, and they miss the opportunity, and it's like we don't even give a fuck now.
Mm. Well, I don't expect Sasha to beat Asuka, so that's why I don't see them both losing their title matches. So let's just switch straight into that one. Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka.
Sasha.
What the shit?
Okay,
So you're going for a flippy do.
yeah. Okay, so here's my thing. 2 reasons why I did that. 1, I really just don't care.
You're a terrible person.
For 2, it kind of makes sense to me because if Sasha becomes champion, then Bailey would be on Raw more, which Vince says, "Oh, Raw, Sasha, Bailey, ratings."
I mean,
They'll just move over.
they're on both shows anyway, obviously, with the women's tag team titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
The funny thing about that is they're calling Sasha 3 shows. They've only been on NXT once.
I was just saying, like, they were there one time.
I don't know. Bailey has been champion for too long, and
Yeah, God, how long has she been champion?
I want to say over 200 days now.
It is the
No.
longest reign for the SmackDown, I believe. I know
Yeah.
that much.
I just-
this is 78.
278?
Damn. As of today, 278.
I don't know. I just got this weird feeling that it's just gonna be like a switcheroony, and then they're gonna lose the tag team titles, and then they'll be competing for the Raw Championship at SummerSlam.
Jesus, yo, Bailey has demolished that record. The previous one was Charlotte, obviously, with 147.
Damn.
Well, yeah, she can't hold on to it too long. You got to drop it so you can get it right back.
Yeah. Yeah, that was her. Oh, that was her first reign as SmackDown Women's Champion. She then lost it to Carmella and won it right back. Well, not right back. She won it back like 6 months later.
We all remember the Carmella run.
I enjoyed the Carmella run.
Wasn't too bad. It was just too much James Ellsworth.
Oh, yeah, that was the only negative. Ugh.
I liked him.
I tell you what, he definitely can't wear a face mask because it just keeps dropping down his non-existent chin.
Oh my god.
He's got to make sure that thing's on tight around that nose.
Yeah. Mainly just to hide the face, Yep.
He's all, look, I have a chin now.
What is that, Play-Doh? Okay. Now, for some reason, this one is a non-title match. But Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt in a Wyatt swamp fight.
What the fuck?
Basically, a cinematic fight in a swamp.
And why is it not for the title?
Exactly. I mean, obviously
because they're saving it so it's like the Fiend and Wyatt at SummerSlam is my guess.
I'm guessing if it's non-title, Bray has to win. Because otherwise, you may as well just put the belt on the line if Braun's going to beat this version of Bray Wyatt, only to go on against the Fiend. So they kind of giving this one away.
Well, I hope so. I mean, at least if it's going to be obvious, at least give us the obvious win. But if Braun goes in there and beats this dude in his own fucking match.
Yeah, with the title not even on the line, then what's the point?
Like, you officially just killed. Like, I don't even give a shit about the Fiend now. Like, I barely care now. If you beat Bray Wyatt just for the fact of beating Bray Wyatt, then it's like, now I don't really give a shit. That's just me.
Travis?
No, I'll go Braun. They're stupid
bastard.
And they're no. Fucking Vince McMahon is.
That's a fact.
And he's gonna do some bullshit, and Braun's gonna win.
God, I hope
You're
not.
just doing a mic this week and going the opposite of everything.
I was like, this sounds familiar.
Okay, so that's one for Braun. What have we got left? Oh, Christ. Okay.
That one.
Eye for an eye match. Actually, you know what? I think that's going to be the main event. So let's go the WWE Championship, which currently we still don't know the match type because Dolph hasn't announced it yet. But Dolph Ziggler challenging Drew McIntyre.
What in the fuck is this guy gonna do to try to? What match is this guy gonna try to have? He can't beat fucking Drew McIntyre. Are you kidding me?
Where the hell is Bobby Roode?
It's gonna be a Claymore's band match.
He'd
Which
still
actually
beat
wouldn't
the
be a
shit.
bad
He'd
idea.
just beat it with his bare hands. Are you kidding me?
Where's Bobby Roode?
Yeah, where the
obscurity.
fuck is Bobby Roode?
Do what?
I said he's in obscurity. He's poofed into non-existence. Or maybe he's on main event. Who knows? All I know is the build of this fucking thing on Monday was just goddamn terrible. Dolph Ziggler's over here talking about, like, I brought this fucking guy from obscurity. I'm like, motherfucker, he was just decided to, revamp his entire career and main event almost every goddamn other promotion you can besides Japan. And then Vince is like, oh, hey, we should probably bring that guy back. And you're like, oh, I fucking put in, like, no, you shut the fuck up. And then Drew comes out and just, see, now that's the other thing that kills me. It's like, I don't know, Drew is like the ultimate tweener. Like, he's a face to everybody, but then his promos are like, I'm like, what in the fuck? And he's like, I'm going to bury you. I'm like, what? Oh, wait, excuse me? He's like, he was going to just murder this poor fucker. And I hope he does. I don't give a shit what the match step is. All I know is Dolph Ziggler is an idiot.
Yeah, I like the fact that they found that balance because building up to WrestleMania, Drew was very pandering to the non-existent crowd.
It's like it's like, you know what, dude? You going in there and being like this total badass is like, I don't hate it. It's not. The thing is, it's like, I think they're doing it thinking it's like, oh, this is gonna be like a Stone Cold kind of feel. I don't feel like a Stone Cold. I feel like, if anything, this was more like the Undertaker, like maybe like American Badass-ish. I go in there, I say whatever the fuck I want, but I'm over his shit.
The only babyface badass champion I can remember, world champion in the last few years I can remember is Roman. Everybody else has been really cheesy. So it's nice. It's refreshing for Drew to be a badass champion. I'm sticking with Drew to retain.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't go different this time.
I was like, he's like, well, yeah. Have you seen the size difference?
Well,
and
Vince ain't that stupid, I don't think.
Yeah, not stupid enough to go
I don't
for
know,
Dolph.
man.
Yeah, you're right.
Which brings us to the probable main event. You know what, we've poked fun at it, but I'm actually quite interested to see what the hell they do with this and how they do it. Eye for an eye match, Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. The match can only be won by extracting your opponent's eye.
What the fuck is that even gonna happen?
Those words literally just left my lips.
It's
the only
fucking
thing
July. If this was like October, I'd be like, okay, I'm interested. No, fucking July.
Where did this horror show idea come from?
Bruce Pritchard.
Just, it's gonna be violent.
Idiot.
Ooh, let's make it horror themed.
He's a fucking idiot. This guy's gimmick to get over was a fucking red painted faced fucking priest who just say he loved you.
Those of us that were really into Impact back in the day could have told you Bruce Pritchard was shit when he was whatever the hell his job was in Impact when he forgot everybody's contract.
Like, the thing that kills me is Paul Heyman knew, like, okay, it's got to stay wrestling. Did he have some stupid angles? Absolutely. But at the same time, he's different. He's not everybody else, but he also understood wrestling. He understood you have to build guys in the whole, scenario. Matches need to make sense. This is a fucking joke. This horror show at Extreme, horrible show as you call it, which is rightfully named, mind you, is a fucking joke. That's exactly what it is. It's a joke pay-per-view with a few matches that I'm hoping are going to be better than Monday night and Friday night quality. And then we're going to get this thing, which I don't know. What was the last cinematic thing they did?
Yeah, Money in the Bank. This whole pandemic has just given them the platform to do all these cinematic matches, and we're now into overkill territory.
That's fine. If you're going to do that, then do it right.
All right, so is Seth Rollins still doing the Messiah bullshit?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so all right, so I'm guessing Rey Mysterio will rip out Seth Rollins' eyeball, and because he is the Messiah, he will regrow an eyeball.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of shit they do.
Either that, I don't know. Well, fucking Kevin brought him an eye patch from his buddy.
Yeah.
I was like, is that the dude you traded with? Or is that fucking CPO? Or PCO? Probably PCO. There you go. Remember that fucking blind guy from Brawl for All? Here's his eye patch. That's what he should have said. That would have been great.
Are they gonna go full on hostile and they'll just use a blowtorch and then you actually see the eye hanging out?
You know what? Who's that fucking guy? Borash. Borash should have his hand in this. I think that's the only guy that they could help onto this crew that's gonna make this thing any worthwhile.
Or Triple H. I mean, he managed to create this supernatural atmosphere for the Boneyard match, and it was awesome.
That's true.
But then again, that's the Undertaker. You can get away with supernatural with the Undertaker.
Factual statements.
Yeah, well, obviously it's a revenge match, so I don't see Seth Rollins winning.
I pick Ray. Ray's got to win.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be an eye for an eye. It would be an eye on the other eye.
Exactly.
I already said it. Rey Mysterio rips out his eye, and then the Messiah regrows it.
I don't like
it. And I kind of want to see it. just to laugh at it. Yeah.
They should call Kane. Be like, hey, I need you to play that guy from See No Evil. Just make an appearance.
Hey, you still got that contact lens, Glenn.
Right.
And that is the 6 matches for the Horrible Show. At Extreme Rules, we're expecting another 1 or 2 to be added at the last minute, like they always do, just to mess with us. And if so, we'll obviously add them later on, before Sunday. And just to reiterate, Mr. Larkin, predictions are accepted right up until the moment the show begins.
Bub.
So I know Mike's kind of funny about that.
What does the shape have to say?
Shape.
It's time to shape up.
It's time for you to prove that you are more than a one-headed wonder.
It's only right for us to set that bar, to set that standard.
I take the shape of whatever I need to be. Travis Anderson, your time has come.
Max Wrestling presents Promo Slam August 20th. Go to maxwrestlinguk.weebly.com for more information.
This is the voice of Killer Cross, and right about now, we're about to take it to the max. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Madhouse.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Welcome to the Madhouse.
And that brings us to the Wednesday Night War, which only had one kind of pay-per-view. But it didn't even feel like a pay-per-view. It just felt like a great episode of Dynamite. And maybe that's what they should have done the last 2 weeks.
I think they tried. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna crap on them. I think AEW was. No, let me reframe that. I think that fucking 2-day pay-per-view was good, but they knew they didn't have enough to fill a whole card.
Yeah.
So they tried a little extra.
Obviously, it was on free TV, but they still treated it like a pay-per-view, and it didn't feel... Well, for start, you've got commercial breaks, so it didn't feel like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that never helps.
But, at the same time, NXT treated it like a takeover, and it felt like a takeover, so... And they for some reason, they got it right 2 weeks in a row. Well, it's now been 3 weeks that NXT have beaten AEW. To be honest, I don't care about ratings. I love both shows. Okay. AEW kicked off with Cody acting very heelish in his TNT title defense against Sonny Kiss. Very heelish.
Yeah, that heel Kenny, or the heel Kenny, the heel Kenny too, but we'll get to him later.
Yeah.
That heel Cody, man. I knew I knew it was coming.
Like, he didn't even tease it. He was just acting full on heel.
Well,
they were just, slapping Sonny down, holding on to the submission holds, ripping off the turnbuckle pad.
Well, I mean, it's like it's been escalating little by little by little by little with every defense.
Yeah, and just to add fuel to the fire, they kept showing Tully Blanchard looking on.
You're just staring at him. I see you.
It was funny, after Cody started doing the push-ups,
Yeah.
he gets out of the ring, and then Arn's like, "Do you want to win this match? Then get your head out of your ass."
Oh yeah, I love that. Get your head out of your ass. I was like, oh, it sounds like my dad.
Yeah,
when you were a little kid, you messed up a play in baseball. Get your
Yeah.
hands out.
I mean, it has been rumored that AEW could be forming their own Four Horsemen. With both Tully and Arn.
Why not?
So, seeds may have been planted this week. Cody was also very quick to defend Sonny Kiss on Twitter. Good for you. Like somebody...
Hey, Sonny Kiss game, okay?
Yeah.
Good match.
He's a very unique wrestler, I'll give him that.
Agreed.
Okay.
Sold the hell out of that Crossroads.
Oh, yeah. Didn't quite get all of the disaster kick, but we'll let that slide. NXT, in the meantime, kicked off with Keith Lee as the new double champ, issuing a challenge to Dominik Dijakovic.
Boo.
Boo?
No.
What happened to Cameron Grimes being the self-proclaimed #1 contender?
They didn't forget about that. Yeah, I mean, we obviously saw a great feud between these two over the North American title. Keith issued a challenge for both belts, though. So I mean, is he going to be putting both on the line from now on, or can we just split the titles? Because it's not really. There's no point in having two titles if you're going to put them both on the line at the same
double
time.
Champ. Everybody gets shot. Double champ.
So where does it end? Because the next guy wins both belts. Is he going to defend both belts at the same time, or
It's going to be Cross, and then he's going to debut with the new NXT title.
Yeah,
they keep rumoring.
Don't like double champs.
They did keep rumoring that whole thing.
I mean, with Becky 2 belts, they did it to sell a few T-shirts, and then she pretty much immediately dropped one of them to Charlotte.
Crossy 2 belts? I don't know. That sounds terrible.
Crossy 2 belts. I mean, he could literally do a cross with the belt across his chest. Right?
There you
go. Obviously, Dijakovic accepted graciously, and they face each other later on in the match. Actually, we'll get onto that now. Because after the match, obviously, Keith Lee retains. Scarlett comes out and sends a warning to Keith Lee. But then, Karrion Kross attacks Dijakovic backstage and basically just planted the dude on his head.
Killed him.
Killed him dead.
Killed him dead. Yep.
Yay. I haven't seen it yet. So.
You just not like Dijakovic?
No, I just don't. I don't know what it is, man. Like, I don't know if every time I see him, he just looks
boring.
Yeah.
Other than being tall, like he's pretty boring.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I've never seen him in a match unless it's against Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So
I was about to
I'm
say.
just like bored with it. I'm bored with those two. I'm bored with how every match it looks like it's just a rehearsal match. It doesn't have a match feel. It looks like they're just like rehearsing.
Those guys, they went out there and they had a match. It was not anything compared to their past.
They try to do something great, but you can see them just like waiting and waiting and waiting and looking for those spots, and I just
it's kind of like the first time they faced each other. It was great. Everybody loved it, and then Triple H and Shaw must have been like, "Can you do that like 5 more times?"
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if it was a Keith Lee thing or if it was a Dominic thing, and then I started seeing more of Keith Lee. I'm like, okay, it's not a Keith Lee thing, so I just put all the blame on him. So yeah, I fucking hate the guy. Well, I don't hate him.
It's all your goddamn fault.
He doesn't deserve no title shots in my picture. He's had them.
I totally agree with that one.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing he's going to be written off for a couple of weeks now.
I fucking sure hope so, because hot damn, I mean, if you come right back from that, dude, like, way to kill a gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally a suplex or whatever onto a concrete floor.
Dead.
Okay. Now going back in time on Dynamite.
Back at you. Oh, yes.
FTR got a little bit of payback over the Lucha Brothers. Excuse me.
I loved that match, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, we said... well, I think I said last week when the Lucha Brothers got the victory, FTR must get their revenge next week. And they did.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love this match so much. This is probably my match of the night, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
It was until I saw the 6-man.
Don't get me wrong, the 6-man was great, yes. But I don't know, there was just something special about this match. I just loved it. I guess it was just like one of my little like dream matches. I'm like, oh man, that would be great. And guess what it was? It lived up to my... It straight up lived up to my expectations, and I just fucking loved it.
Yeah. I just have one thing. I mean, one small itty bitty complaint, and it's simply this: Phoenix, bro, you cannot go 100 miles an hour right out of the fucking gate. Some of these, he's just this fucking guy. He's just ready to go, like, and it's like, dude, you got to kind of build. Nope, now, and it's like, no, fucking slow the fuck down. Slow down.
I mean,
he fucked a couple things up. It's always him. It's because he's thinking like 4 steps ahead, and everybody else is like, "But you said this."
Yeah, he's been the most active out of the 4 of them over the past couple of months because FTR have only just debuted, and of course, Pentagon was stuck in Mexico.
Yeah.
But after the match, the Bucks just drop Andy Williams and the Blade, get the keys back, and return the truck to FTR, but not before they poured some beer over Kenny Omega.
Come on, man! I was kidding. They got that's it. Hey, you wasted beer. This is payback. There's now, again, as a guy who's done similar stuff like this. This doesn't mean we don't like you. This means now we're even. Now I don't know if that's how they're taking it, but that's how I'm taking it, because that's how I would. It's like, no, but there's no it's payback. Maybe next time it's if I give you the fucking beer, drink it. Even if you like fake sip it, I don't fucking know.
I mean, if anything, Kenny got off lightly because
right?
Stacy Keibler didn't get off very lightly when she wasted beer from Stone Cold.
Thank you. Thank you. I was just gonna say, I was like, remember the last time somebody wasted beer? And she got destroyed.
The drinking contest against JBL, and he was just pouring it down his chest because they were back to back. And Steve just comes around like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You say it, and I see it, and that's what kills me.
But yeah, moral of the story: don't steal somebody else's truck keys.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. And then they couldn't even get the damn thing started.
What have Andy and the Blade been doing to this truck?
That's why he's like, "What the fuck you do?"
Well, they've been using it to transport meat.
They could not get that damn truck cranked at all.
I wonder if they and Blade like when to go like let Loomis borrow it. Like, hey man, you want to use this thing?
Andy,
no, I need something with a lead.
Andy and the Blade.
Andy, it's that's whatever. Beep me at.
It was
the fucking
followed...
Monocle Man. Just gonna call him the Monocle Man.
Mr. Monopoly.
There you go. That's one badass Monopoly Man. I'll tell you that.
It was followed by a great segment with the Inner Circle, where Jericho just did what Jericho does and immediately went into this promo mentioning the ratings and the demographics.
Oh God, I hated this.
But I love the nickname, the Demo God.
That was kind of nice.
I mean,
but other than that, I was like, really? You of all the people, you're gonna bring up the ratings? And then he did
that's right, because it's Jericho.
That's true. But then he did the whole ever, and I was like, if you don't go like extra high pitch with this next ever, then I'm gonna be mad. And he didn't do it, and I was mad. My wife was like, "What are you so mad about?" I'm like, he used to do like a thing where he was like ever, just like, and now he doesn't do it anymore, and I'm sad.
But yeah, you fully expect Jericho to be the one to do it because he's the top heel. He knows how to push people's buttons, and obviously he's been the most vocal about it on social media. And he's not wrong. Which is exactly what a lot of AEW fans have had to defend the past couple of weeks against NXT diehards that just hate AEW. They don't really get the ratings breakdown, but anyway, like I said, I don't really care about the ratings. I just thought it was funny that Jericho brought it up on Dynamite. And then Orange Cassidy just goes full on DX and dumps some OJ all over them. And that jacket, cost $7,000.
Another thing that was funny was he was like, Jericho was like, "Hey, everybody, he wants a rematch, blah 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 blah, but we will never have Cassidy versus Orange."
Until this happened.
Yeah, he said Cassidy versus Orange.
Well, I mean, he was worried about his $7,000 jacket. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, you know.
Why did Jericho wear such a...
And then I love how Ross is like, well, yeah, that's an expensive jacket.
Yeah. Why does he always wear expensive clothing that gets demolished?
No, I understand what you're getting at here. That he's like saying it so he can have another match with the guy. Yeah. However, we're all not highlighting the best part of this whole thing. Ortiz cannot swim. Okay? Do people not understand this? The poor guy almost drowned. He's trying to swim in this thing. I'm dying.
And then Jericho, get up, you idiot.
I died more.
Oh, man.
Y'all didn't even catch it.
What, the Ortiz thing?
No.
Oh.
Cassidy versus Orange.
Yeah, we got it. Like I said, Jericho was just worried about his jacket.
Damn. Oh, fuck the damn jacket.
But it cost $7,000.
I don't give a damn. His scarf cost $10,000.
Wasn't that scarf like $15,000?
Yeah, $15,000 scarves, $7,000 jackets, and they always get ruined, and he keeps wearing them. Just throw on a t-shirt, Chris.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it gets ripped. We can get you a new one.
$20.
They'd probably claim it's a $500 T-shirt that you could buy on AEWshop.com.
Yeah, like The Rock used to wear his, what, $10,000 shirts?
Okay. Oh, that's what he proclaimed.
Yeah, it actually belongs to Rocky Johnson.
Hey, Dad, can I borrow a shirt?
Did y'all know that Chris Jericho has a complete log of every single match he has ever had?
You know what? I instantly see that list he had in WCW of all the moves.
Like, I'm not even kidding. And he was talking about it on his weekly Saturday broadcast a couple weeks ago, that he has he writes down every single match, like since his very first one when he was training.
Wow.
On camera and off camera, he has every single match wrote down, and he's trying to find a way to turn it into like some sort of book.
Find a way. What's that?
Jericho is hardcore.
He's awesome. I was trying to ask him on his show if he has any other memories from San Diego Sports Arena, besides winning the undisputed title. Because Austin always has one. He was like, oh, it was like the Royal Rumble. He's like, I remember I got knocked out too early, and I'm laying there like a sack of shit. And they're like, fuck, kid, you weren't supposed to be out that early. I know, I fucked up. Because somebody they had like not the icy hot. They had that guys would rub shit on their skin for that gloss, and it was different than the baby oil water combination. And I guess it would get on the ropes, and he's just fucking slid right over.
Austin got knocked out a few times back in the day.
Oh yeah, for sure he did. I'm watching some of
them. Over on NXT, Damian Priest gets victory over Grimes. But the following match was a little better, as Shotzi Blackheart was in action against Indy Hartwell. Didn't exactly go her way though, Travis.
What was that? I got distracted.
Is it because I said Shotzi?
No.
Shotzi versus Indy Hartwell, but it didn't go Shotzi's way thanks to what supposedly now is apparently supposed to be a parody of Tony Khan. Is Robert Stone.
That's been the idea of Robert Stone from the jump.
I never
At least
noticed
that's what
it
I know
until now.
They look alike. What do you mean? They look exactly the same.
That's why I'm like, I can't believe I never saw this before.
Except, one dresses like, a person and the other one dresses like an idiot.
I just figured even when he was Robbie E, he was a bit of an idiot, so I just assumed, they're just carrying it over into this new gimmick. I didn't really think about it being a parody of Tony Khan, but now I see it.
No. Are you ready for this? It's a Rogue Dog idea.
Oh, shock, horror.
When I heard that, I'm like, no, you're fucking kidding me. He would never. Fucker.
I mean, NXT is run by 3 former DX members. Of course they're going to parody people.
Well, yeah, but of all the dudes you're going to do Tony, you're really going to try to make fun of Tony. I think he thinks it's funny.
Yeah, it's because, obviously, there's this whole idea that Mr. Brody Lee is a dig at Vince McMahon.
Well, yeah. That's fucking obvious. I don't know. Until this dude shows up with some Whoppers and White Claws.
Yeah.
I know, right?
then you know what? Then they're not crossing a line just yet.
When Robert Stone finally finds a successful client, he's going to throw a big bash backstage, and there's going to be White Claw everywhere.
Nope, it's going to be Corona Seltzers. We're the worst.
Gotta find a sponsor. A seltzer sponsor.
All I know is that the dude came out in a boot, and the second I seen it, I immediately had glorious flashbacks of him screaming, "I'm dying!"
Yes. This seems to be the way they're going now, so obviously we had Rhea Ripley in a handicap match against Stone and Aaliyah. We're probably going to get the same thing with Shotzi now.
That's fine. Get in there, sell your ass off for these ladies.
Hell yeah.
Is he the new Joey Ryan? Let's hope not.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Sorry, the new James Ellsworth. But again, let's hope not.
Again, whoa. Can we not talk about? I was like, have we not brought up fucking what is it? Marty Jannetty.
Oh,
Is
man.
she 15? Fuck her. This fucking guy.
She's not daughter, but she was daughter, so I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Somebody take the guy's social media away.
Please. Like, what are you doing asking these questions, dude? What are you doing getting yourself in these situations? How the fuck old are you?
Oh, man, he's... I want to say 50s.
He's got it, well.
Mike would have the answer
He's got to be
right
older
away.
than that, because Sean was
Oh, yeah.
younger than him. He's got to be, like, in his 60s, maybe.
Yeah, Mike would have had the answer right away.
He's a crazy a-hole, that guy.
Marty Jannetty is 60.
Oh, I was just about to say,
Just
yep,
turned
February
60.
3rd, 1960. Yep.
Crazy mofo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so we've already talked about Lee and Dijakovic. Back on Dynamite, we had what you said was the match of the night, which replaced the former match of the night. The six-man tag, the Elite versus Jurassic Express. Ooh.
Fantastic.
That was crazy. Super Jurassic Destroyer. Don't show Petey Williams.
Right?
Petey Williams will flip, and not in the way that you would expect somebody to flip.
Oh, that was so good. Poor Marco got just absolutely murdered with the V-trigger.
Ugh.
I haven't seen a dude crumble like that from that shit since Kenny was in Japan. He just crumbled like a just fucking sack of pudding.
He did great, though.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not bagging on him not one iota. The kid the whole thing was great. Everybody looked like a fucking star.
I cringed when he almost crashed into the steps, man.
I know I say it all the time, but he looks smaller every time I see him.
Yes.
I'm sure that they lie about his height. They say he's
They
5'2".
him.
Now
He's bullshit.
Io Shirai is 5'1". You telling me she's 1 inch shorter than Marco Stunt?
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. There's no way he's 5'2".
No,
he's
4
really
foot.
No way. My
really
3-year-old is taller than him.
I promise you, I've seen him in person. Hey, that's
He's got to be
about
smaller
right.
than 5 foot.
I'm saying
he's
like
he's at least no 5'2". That's about right.
no,
man.
Zelina's 5 foot, or no, Alexa's 5 foot flat. He's probably the same height as her.
And even she looks tall.
Well, all right.
Right.
So Dazzy, tweet Tony Khan and have them side
Can
by
we get a
side
tail of the
next
tape?
week.
So we need the tail of the tape of Marco Stunt.
No, I was just saying, like, hey, just put them side by side next week in the audience.
Oh fuck no.
Well, I mean, 6 feet, of course, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
Put him next to Brian Cage.
Oh, you know that match is
Because
going to happen.
that's
at
the thing,
some
though,
point.
too. Brian Cage isn't even very tall.
Nobody's
I
wide.
think it's like, well, fuck, how tall? Moxley's tall as shit. I think Moxley's over 6
Yeah,
foot.
that motherfucker is tall. I didn't think so until I fucking saw him when I went to Dynamite. Dude is fucking big. He caught my ass off guard. I had no idea he was that damn big.
Yeah, Mark.
He's a big boy.
Is
Dude is
6'4".
stout.
Well, I mean, like I said, we're talking about it, like, and him and Brian Cage. Brian Cage is this fucking massive thing, and John Moxley like looks bigger than him, and the guy's just normal. He's this fucking dude.
Yeah, Brian Cage is 6 foot flat.
Is he? God damn, how tall is Mox then?
6'4".
Fucking hell. I was thinking, I was like 6'2". Jesus. And they didn't fucking push the shit out of this guy? WWE, you see, he's got the height, fuck's sake.
Oh, also, apparently, according to, looking up Brian Cage now, the FTW is an official championship in AEW now.
Is it going to only be defended on Dark or something?
I guess. Well, I mean, he didn't win the world title, so.
To his discretion, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, insane 6-man tag. And that brought us to another tag, which was very short. The Nightmare Sisters getting the win over question mark. Don't know. I don't think they even said their names. But anyway.
MJ Jenkins and.
Oh, that's right.
God, what's that other girl's name? She's been on there a few times, and it's an easy name.
Kinsey Page.
Kinsey Page, that's it. Yeah.
MJ Jenkins, her debut since her being cut from WWE.
I'm glad somebody was paying attention because all I saw was the entrances and then an awkward victory.
It's an awkward everything. Fucking Brandy's in there wrestling like a goddamn heel.
Even Dustin's face paint was awkward.
Yeah.
Shiny.
I don't know why they're so against Ali. Just because she's QT's,
Because
I don't know.
Devil.
She's the black sheep in a Nightmare family.
That's all right. All about it. All about it.
I mean, I think she suits a black rabbit better.
Hey.
Black bunny.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, just bizarre. And speaking of bizarre, Nyla Rose's manager turned out to be Vicky Guerrero.
And of course, the first thing out of her mouth, excuse me.
She hasn't been saying that when we've seen her on AEW before, and I figured it was because WWE owned the copyright to it or something, but
no, that's not true. When she introduced the Inner Circle, she did. She's just not overdoing it, I think, is what it is.
Until this week.
Well, hey. I'm fucking signed now, motherfucker.
I just don't get this pairing. They have nothing in common.
I was really thinking it was going to be Awesome Kong.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was that said it to me last week about Vicky. But then as soon as somebody said her name, I'm like, yeah,
I can tell you who predicted it. Mike. Yeah.
Mike. I know Harold said something too, and then he even said the same thing while we were doing the watch along.
Yeah. It's just so
I called it. Yeah, it is a little strange, like, cause I don't know. What is she gonna do? Did she yell at the other opponent?
So I thought it would be, but after seeing them together, I actually didn't mind it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna grow on me, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You just never would picture them together.
No, absolutely not. But I think my biggest thing with it is I put too much trust into AEW because they just don't let me down.
They don't let me down. Anyway, but no. The one other thing besides all this I will mention is that Saturday show that Jericho does. I try to ask him, hey, when are you guys going to sign Eve Elise? And bam, signed her.
Can't wait.
At least I don't know for sure, but she is debuting.
I think she is fully signed. Yeah.
I must say, I will find out later from my dirt sheets.
Yeah, from what I saw, I think she's signed.
Excited. Everybody's excited about her, but what about Diamante's Dynamite debut?
Yeah, just not as excited as seeing Evilise.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who she is. So.
What?
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
Let's say look up some Lucha Underground tape if you can.
Well, Mike
Great.
saw my message in the group chat last night, so he sent me like 5 damn voice messages.
Oh, well, then there you go.
But that still don't tell me who the hell it is.
She also was almost signed to TNA back when they were doing their gut checks.
And I think she was also in Tough Enough.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was Stone Cold when he hosted. She did have a match in TNA, and then there's about 20 other things that Mike said.
Yeah, so she lost the gut check match against Lady Tapper, and then TNA chose to sign Lady Tapper. That worked out really well. And then she came back for a couple of one-night onlys.
Yeah.
Actually, at the second one-night only she was in, she joined Team Aces and Eights.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So she, I think everybody except the Dudleys, defeated Team USA, which was led by Mickie James.
No, I probably have seen her. I just don't remember.
Yeah, one night onlys were pretty much house shows.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, Dynamite's looking good next week. Meanwhile, in NXT, Thatcher had it wasn't quick, but it was pretty quick. Defeats Denzel Dejournette and was jumped after the match by Oney Lorcan, so obviously they've got some unfinished business.
That's fine with me.
Let's have another fight pit.
Yes. Please, let's go with the fight
so
pit.
Good.
And then with these two guys, oh yeah, it would work. It would work perfectly.
It's good because it's not just another cage match. It is a completely different concept. You take away the ropes, you add platforms to the top, and you change
well, like I said,
the rules.
like the first time these guys met, you had Thatcher, who every time he was winning in the grappling battle, all of a sudden they'd stand up and he'd get outstriked. So it's like now you have to force him into that. There's no rope breaks. There's no going outside. Just get in there and beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, love it. Maybe they'll keep Kurt Angle as the trademark referee for the fight pit.
Hey, well, he's released now, but hey, I'm
he
sure
released
that
when he did this
one-time
match, though?
contract. I think he was still 90 days then. No.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the no compete clause. So he was technically released, but he was still sort of attached.
Yeah, the whole you can go home, but we're still paying you. But while we're still paying you, you want to come to work? We know you said you're fired, but you want to,
Off the books.
Oh, yeah, I'll pay you under the table.
So the main event for both shows, NXT, the main event started first. I think it was like 10 minutes ahead, maybe. Io Shirai defending the Women's Championship against Tegan Nox. Great match.
Yes.
Tegan,
very good.
I think Tegan had the majority of the momentum in the match.
I thought so too.
Yeah, and she just got caught right at the end. And then, speaking of getting caught right at the end, Dakota Kai just comes out of nowhere, and I'm pretty sure she caught Io right in the face with that kick.
Captain the team kick.
Exactly. That's why. I'll allow her to use the captain on that one. But you know what? A women's title match for Dakota Kai is long overdue.
I mean, she's been in the division for a bit. She's gotten her, I don't want to say her due, but she's, oh, fuck it, I'll say it. Yeah, she's paid her due. Give her a shot.
I was always a big fan as a face.
Gonna happen?
And she's just completely coming to her own as a heel.
Yeah, that's super true. And I mean, I personally, I was a little worried that Tegan wasn't going to have a very good match against Io, and then I was immediately shut the hell up, and that's perfectly fine. And now I'm thinking, oh, then damn, if this was that good, what in the hell can Io and Dakota do?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even that bad for Tegan. This was one of those matches where even though she lost, the match belonged to her. And she still looked really good.
Yeah, she did.
Meanwhile, on Dynamite, the main event was a little shorter. And a very surprising ending. I don't think anybody called that one. Of all the people to throw in a towel, Taz.
Right? So what is now the next question is what does this mean for them? Does this hurt them? Does this, does Taz convince him it's not a big deal? Does Cage murder this guy?
Well,
What happens?
JR immediately defended the decision. He was like, well, it's better than being out for 5 months with surgery.
That's true. Actual factuals.
I mean,
Taz is gonna, cut a damn great promo and defend the whole situation, and then Darby comes out. Darby will probably compete for that title, the FTW title.
You know what really gets me? Every time the lights go out, I never expect Darby Allin, and it's always Darby Allin. There's a blackout, and I'm like,
it's gonna be
who's this? Oh, it's Darby Allin again.
It's goddamn Darby. Comes flying in with the skateboard, hits homeboy right in the face.
But that damn interaction with Taz and Mox was just gold.
Yeah, Cage didn't lose too much face. The fact, obviously, he didn't technically lose the match. Taz surrendered the match for him, so Cage still looks strong. And, of course, he's probably going to be defending that FTW title now.
Yeah.
Fine with me.
Which makes me think now how it's probably going to be like the TNT title, just open challenge. I don't even know who's number one in the ranking system because they haven't used it for so long.
Well, I mean, they posted on social media, but yeah, they don't ever talk about it anymore.
Is it because they had to delay this match?
I think probably. The thing that kills me is Brian Cage had one less match than MJF, and he was immediately ahead of him, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But that was the match built going into it, so it's like, okay, I understand that part. But MJF is still on top of the thing, and they're ignoring the shit out of him. You want to know who else is on top of the thing and they're being ignored the shit out of?
Jericho.
The fucking Dark Order. Evil Uno and Grayson, they're 7-0. Number one rank, no title shot.
Well, I'm not going to complain about that.
I am. Because it's a ranking system. You're going to talk about it. You're going to use it. Fucking really use it.
They don't really use it that much anymore. And they don't really, I mean, they still post it every once in a while, but I don't really see them talking about it that much.
Maybe they've realized that it doesn't really make sense to have a ranking system on a wrestling show when you're the one that makes the results.
Yeah. I mean, like I said this like last year. It was good to build.
Yeah.
But after a while, you can ease out of it. I mean, and it'll be fine.
It looks good. It makes it look like a legit sport. But when you know that it's really scripted, it doesn't really work.
But, I mean, it was really working at the beginning. Yeah. And I said it a long time ago when I was having to explain it to fucking Voldemort. But
he who shall not be named.
It can easily be forgotten and eased out of.
Yeah.
Which they even talked about doing before as well.
I mean,
so
when MJF,
we could be in that stage.
When MJF is finally in the running for the world title and they're building towards a world title match for him, he has to use that because he's been undefeated for 9 months.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to say that, your top ranking. You don't have to use the rankings. You just say that you're undefeated.
Yeah, but I mean, because he's undefeated, he should have been ranked number 1 this whole time.
I think Jericho's like number 1, and then last time I saw it, anyways, he was number 1, and then MJF was like number 2.
How the hell did that work?
I don't know. You're the captain. You should know.
I don't have a clue. I'm so looking at the rankings now.
I don't know.
What the hell? Okay, for some reason they've got Brian Cage on top, but he's number 2, and then below him is MJF, who's number 1.
See? See what I mean?
So,
they had to put Cage at the top because he won that chip, and he was number 1 contendership.
Which again defeats the purpose of the rankings, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Lance Archer, who's 9-1. Jericho is 4th with 3-1, and Brody Lee is 5-1.
But he already had a title shot, so back down to the bottom.
Yeah. Nyla Rose is number 1 in the women's division. Obviously, Hikaru said she's open for a rematch this past week, which I'm sure we are looking forward to. Okay, no, maybe not.
Well, I mean,
we'll see.
It's curious to know who she's gonna go up against, because she's even said that she don't give a fuck about the rankings. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, if you think you're tough enough and better, then come at me.
Oh no, I'm sure we care about Hikaru Shida. I thought you meant just the match against Nyla Rose again.
Like I feel like it's still
Is she
too
having a
early.
match? Is that like announced?
Well, she said that she's open to the rematch with her, and that's why I'm like, I feel like it's already too early. Like, I know she just got a manager, and from the looks of it, maybe like a nose job too or something. I don't know. She kind of looking more like a lady. Just saying. But at the same, like, my thing, it's still too early. Like, Britt deserves a shot, and I think she's going to be coming back soon, probably within the next couple of weeks.
She's still got like another 2 to 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So give it a few more weeks, and then you build it to a pay-per-view.
And again,
if anything, you can have a one-off. Well, I don't know that'd be any good for either lady, but you can have a fucking one-off title match on Dynamite.
Yeah, and again with the rankings, they've kind of mixed it up a little bit because Big Swole is in 3rd place, but she's above Penelope Ford, who's 2nd place.
And Penelope Ford already had a title shot.
Maybe that's why she dropped. And then the tag team rankings is just confusing as fuck.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because, like you said, Dark Order's number 1, but they're both listed at number 2, even though they're at the top of the table. Below them is Best Friends, both listed at number 1. Below them in 3rd place is Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, who are also apparently in 5th place. It's so confusing. I'm not even going to try and make sense of it anymore.
That's why
There
they
is
don't
no
even
sense to
talk
me.
it. That's why they don't talk about it on TV no more.
See, the league was much simpler. Up, down,
Yes.
up, down.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's last night's Wednesday. So the past 2 weeks, I've been saying I think NXT took a victory, and the ratings showed that I was right on that one. I think AEW definitely pulled it back this week and was a better show.
I sure hope so, but there was a big NASCAR thing, and last time NASCAR came, it affected both of the numbers, so we'll see. But I'm hoping AEW still takes the dub. I mean, because they had a great show. NXT was good. It wasn't great. It was good.
Yeah, they were like blowing off steam from the past 2 weeks this week on NXT.
Yeah, I mean the main event on its could stand on its own.
Yeah. Well, we know one thing. AEW is going to win that demographic.
Yeah, because fucking Jericho told him.
Well, Promo Slam 2020 is 5 weeks away, and as promised, we've gone deep to give you a stacked card. The Demoness will be defending the Promo Championship against the winner of this year's King of the Mic tournament. We're down to 6 possible contenders, and the Phoenix has 2 contenders for his Knowledge Championship as he defends against Moses and Kenny Killer in a triple threat match.
Come back to my baby.
Well, you're the only Knowledge Champion that's only won it once so far.
That's why I'm coming back.
Kenny, Mike, and Phoenix all won it twice. Twice! In a promo exhibition, Rob Chef puts on a show with the undefeated Brittany Savage.
Ooh.
And in another promo exhibition, it is Travis the Walker Anderson going face to face with The Shape for the first time ever.
I'm gonna steal the fucking show.
Or you're gonna crap your fucking pants. I don't know. We'll see. All I know is I'm intrigued.
Apparently, no idea.
Apparently, everybody crapped their pants when the hammer was smashed into the screen in The Shape's last promo.
Oh, I
Shit, I did. I did. There you go.
And on the pre-launch show on August 17th, Mike Larkin takes on Daniel Crimmins in a Judge versus Judge special exhibition.
Let's be honest here. Nobody gives a crap about that one. We're still waiting for next year.
Which is yourself versus Mike Larkin at Promomania 6.
Exactly. That's big money. That's where it's at. I have not plugged this thing in weeks. But it cannot be forgotten.
Okay.
Exactly.
It can be forgotten.
No, it won't. It will not be forgotten. It will be built. It will be built tremendously, even though it chaps your ass.
For more information on Promo Slam, go to maxwrestlinguk.weebly.com.
You know what? Hold up. I want to say something before that damn fucking...
No, the bell rang. You shut the fuck up.
I don't give a damn.
This is where they do that really quick one. Ding, 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 ding.
I gotta...
WCW.
I have to get this off my chest.
Yes.
Fucking Nicola McDonald, the Demoness, goes live in RWT. Congratulations to her. Absolutely. Hands down. 100 days promo champion. Okay? So, she's going to talk shit about me. Say how I'm annoying. And, I mean, she ain't wrong. But she's basically undefeated. Right? But has she ever had given anyone a rematch besides Robert Davis?
Not that I know of.
No, she has not. And I can tell you right now, one person that wants a fucking rematch.
Oh, you think you're in line for it, Bub?
Hell yeah, I do. Why should I not get a rematch?
You're not King of the Mic.
Okay,
now,
but
I'm saying that in all reality, by Monday, I could be out of King of the Mic too. But
I'm saying, let's say she defeats the King of the Mic. Would I then be allowed to have a deserving rematch?
Well,
it must be brought to the order.
Yeah, in between Promo Slam and Promo Bowl, there's a couple of weeks, and on the first day of the Promo Bowl, there will, of course, be another title defense, so that'll be up to the order to decide.
I'm just saying.
But your case has been brought forward.
Exactly. My name is in the hat. I'm stepping up saying, I am just stepping up saying that I want it.
Now please throw us on the way out.
Whether it's Nicola or not, I just want a rematch for my promo title.
Yeah.
You know what? Mr. Larkin brought up an interesting comparison, and that was, I think it was 2011 when another Mr. Anderson wanted a rematch. The Mr. Anderson in TNA was going around every week saying, "Where's my rematch?"
My cousin.
That's right, your cousin.
Yeah. I can say that because he said it. I can't.
Hey. He said I could say it.
And then he cusses me.
Actually, there may be a little clip here that we can play.
They all hate you, brother.
This whole damn place. They all hate you, brother. What's an asshole? You really are an asshole. Always an asshole. Asshole. This is business, and my business is to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. You either keep doing things your way, the hard way, or you do them our way. Which way's it gonna be, Mr. Anderson? You guys screwed me out of the title in the first place. Where's my rematch?
I couldn't say it better myself.
Oh, that's great.
I don't even remember how long he waited for his rematch.
I've been waiting long enough.
Yeah, you've been waiting since Mania.
And I'm willing to wait a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, I guess it all depends on how Promo Slam goes for the Demoness. And who the challenger is. But the bell has rung and it's time for us to bid you adieu. So before we go, remember to like and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Instagram. We're also on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio and CastBox. It's Max Wrestling UK, by the way, on Twitter and Instagram. And if that wasn't enough, you can also find us on Wrestling with Wrestling every week. Thanks to Andre Corbeil. You can find me at the Captain 512. You can find Travis at The Walker. No, not The Walker. You can find him at Walker_TA92. And over to El Jefe to tell you where to find him.
Gracias, man. Make sure you're following us on all platforms of social media. SMR Podnet everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also Twitch. For those who are interested in some N64 live streams, video gaming is fun. It does take up a lot of time, though, I will tell you that. I've had multiple requests for when the fuck is Retro Rewind coming back. I got some news from my co-host that he's going to be away for a bit. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but he's going to be away for a bit. But expect some solo versions of Retro Rewind coming. Guess what? This coming Friday, aka Mañana. So got at least one dropping then to get the ball rolling back. But the pay-per-views will not be coming back until, mark your calendar, August 10th, which is when we will be reviewing Hog Wild, WCW's 1996 Hog Wild, from also August 10th. Hey, all right, look at it. Love it.
And next week in King of the Mic, it's the last of the quarterfinals as Crooked Smile takes on the Phoenix on that road to Promo Slam. We'll have all the fallout from Slammiversary and the horrible show at Extreme Rules, and that, my friends, is the bottom line. Goodbye, and good night. Bang!
Hasta luego.
A squirrel found an apple.
The fuck?
Oh, I was waiting for I want my rematch.